This video covers the Aware PLUS. The Aware PLUS is exactly the same as the regular Aware, but with added navigational functionality. As I said, the standard functions on the Aware PLUS are identical to those on the regular Aware, so moving the screen, for example, is accomplished in exactly the same way, and tracking the aircraft, and zooming in and zooming out on the map. You can see more about these functions in the video about the regular Aware. What you'll notice on the Aware PLUS is that you have additional buttons. This button here hides the buttons at the bottom of the screen to give you more screen for your navigation. This button here and this button here change the active leg of the route, but we'll talk more about that later. You can also see on the left more information boxes, which again we'll come back to shortly. Now I'm going to show you how to plan a basic route on the Aware. It's extremely simple. All you need to do is to find your destination. In this case, I'm going to take us to RAF Benson. Once you've found your destination, press and hold your finger over it, and then after a second or two, this context menu will appear. Now select Navigate here from the context menu. You can see this has now put a basic route in between your current location and your destination. On the left you have basic information about your trip, so your track, the bearing of your destination, your ground speed in knots, a distance to your destination, which if you tap it will give you a time to your destination, and also at the bottom your altitude. If you wish to put an additional leg into the route, all you have to do is press on the map where you want it to go and then press Insert Waypoint, like that. I'm now going to cover active and inactive legs. You can see here in this basic 2-point route that you have an active leg, shown in red, and an inactive leg, shown in yellow. There will only ever be one active leg at a time. Any information about your route will always relate to the active leg. You will also find that any waypoint that you insert always goes into the active leg. So what you need to do is make sure that the leg that you're flying is always the active leg. As you approach waypoints, the legs will automatically switch, but you also have the option using the WP plus and WP minus buttons to change the legs manually. Once you've planned your route, you can view the legs by pressing the menu button here. You can see here the route takes us from our current position to Benson, a total distance of 14 nautical miles. You can also see this screen displays the bearing of each waypoint from the previous waypoint and also the distance between the two legs. From this screen you can also load routes, save routes, reverse the route, so once you get to your destination you can send it back the other way, and you also have the option to clear your route. This button here takes you into demo mode. From this screen, you can also alter the order of waypoints and load and delete them. So if, for example, we wanted to move Benson up in the waypoint list, we would simply press on it and then press Move Up. And you can see there, it goes to the second waypoint on the list. You may also wish to delete a waypoint, which can also be done from this menu. You can also delete waypoints from the map simply by pressing and holding your finger on them, and then pressing Delete Waypoint from the context menu which appears. You may wish to create a route that doesn't go from your current position. I'm now going to show you how to do that. The example route that I'm going to show you goes from RAF Benson to Oxford Kidlington Airport. So the first thing to do is to find your starting point, in this case Benson. Press and hold on the airfield, and now instead of pressing Navigate here, press Insert Waypoint. You can see now that there's a waypoint stuck on Benson. Now, find Oxford Kidlington and do exactly the same thing. Press and hold, press Insert Waypoint, and you can see there the route is created. Benson to Kidlington. You can now create and add extra waypoints exactly as you did from the other route. Now I'm going to talk about demo mode. Demo mode can be activated from the current route screen simply by pressing this button here at the bottom. you can see that you're now returned to the map screen, but on the left-hand side you have plus and minus buttons here, which allow you to change the course and speed and height of the aircraft. Simply press them, like so, to change them. You can see that in front of the aircraft there is a line. This is a 5-minute line, graduated at 1-minute intervals. You can see here also that we're heading for controlled airspace, and the controlled airspace has now changed from green to red, like that. You probably also noticed an audible warning, and you also receive a visual warning here. So you can see class, name, and restricted altitudes. Those two longer beeps that you've just heard signify that you have entered controlled or restricted airspace. What you can see is that the warning has now moved from the top to the bottom, and you're now being warned about the next bit of restricted airspace on your route. The purpose of demo mode is to allow you to get to know your Aware better. When you're in demo mode, everything will function exactly as it would if you were actually flying. When you are in demo mode, you will get a warning here at the top that says demo. To exit demo mode again, all you have to do is return to the menu, and then you can see here it's illuminated in orange. Simply press it again and you'll be returned to the map and back into normal mode. You can see that the demo has disappeared from the top of